If you are seeing this, I first am going to say, stop it. Let me explain. Stop getting in your head about things that went wrong. Let it go. Okay, whatever went wrong for a reason. You are being redirected. The reason I say this is because what I'm hearing is the either part of the song or it is the actual song. I don't know if that's the title, by Envo, and it was called. Well, it goes, never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never get it. Okay, that is what I'm hearing, but it's not true. Okay, this is why it's not true. So you may have put out a request or manifestation, however you want to phrase it. You spoke to your team of light, you spoke to God, to source, any name you want to give that higher intelligence up there, okay? But you put out a specific request and it hasn't materialized. So what's happening now is that you're getting in your head saying, it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. It's never going to happen. What was I thinking? How stupid could I be? Why would I even believe this? But you have to, I'm seeing train tracks, and you know when you pull a certain lever, you can divert a train down a different track. That's what I'm seeing. So you have to get your mind off of this negative track. Go down here where you have proof. Think back to things that have happened in your life where you're like, oh my goodness, I thought about this and then all of a sudden it appeared. That's part of how spirit communicates with us. Like maybe you were thinking of a blue butterfly. I don't know why that's coming through. maybe you were. Maybe you were thinking of a blue butterfly and then all of a sudden, you went in, I don't know, to someone's house and the wallpaper had blue butterflies on it. Like that's a way that spirit was communicating with you. That yes, we do hear you. We hear. If you're playing that little game where, okay, spirit, I want to make sure that you're listening to me. So, show me a purple flamingo. And you go somewhere on someone's phone case, there's a purple flamingo. Things like that will happen to you when you play that little game, right? So I feel like you have done those things. So which is why you decided to, step it up a notch and put in a real request with spirit. Like, okay, guys, I really need money is coming through big time. So like I really need money. This is how much I need. This is what I need. And it hasn't come through in the way that you're expecting yet. It feels like. Number one, they're telling me to pay attention to what you've seen. Maybe you've looked at some job postings and there's an opportunity where you would earn something similar. That could be a way that spirit's communicating with you, so that you get that money that you want. The other thing is if it hasn't come in yet, you haven't seen any signs, then it just hasn't come in yet. Everything does happen in divine timing. And I know, trust me, I know it sucks to hear that. It is not easy, especially when you feel like your back is up against the wall and, you're starting to panic, right? You have to snap yourself out of it because in that panic, that's when like fear starts to sink in. And when you get into that fear, that's when that little, you've got the devil and the angel on the side. So that's when the little noises start and they start whispering in your ears like, why would you believe in something like that? That's never going to happen. This isn't the way things go. This is not the way life is supposed to be. Your life is always going to be difficult. Your life is always going to be hard. No, shut that down. It's not true. It is not true. You want to be in a place, of course we learn, but you learn from either difficulties and challenges, or you can start learning from a place of like ease and grace. And that's where you want to be. You're still going to learn. You are always going to be sent some challenge or another. But make no mistake about it, you will always be like prepped for it, prepared for it. So pull that lever and go on that positive track and look back. I mentioned this a while ago in one of my videos, and I was like, make note every single time something miraculous happens or you have that that game between spirit and you say you want to see something and spirit sends you that, like I said, on a wallpaper, on a cell phone case or on the TV, whatever it is. Make note of it, put the date and time, and keep a running list so that you can go back in these instances, in moments like this where you're like, I'm never going to get it. It's never going to happen. It's insane. It's ridiculous, to snap yourself back out of it, okay? Because it's like tuning in. Oh, who talked about that? Jose Silva. Look up some Silva meditations. That might help you, because he did talk about, well, you know, he's no longer with us, but he developed a method, and I think it started because he thought he was a radio repairman, I think. And he thought, well, maybe, you know, I can help. Oh, his kids were struggling with their grades, something like that. And he was like, you know what, maybe the mind is like a radio. And if I tune into the right frequency, I can help them remember things better and succeed. And I think that's where it started. And then he interacted with someone who worked for the military. I don't know the order. I look him up and you'll get his full story. But I think they were also studying this. And they, come on, they have remote viewers in the CIA and in the military. People might scoff at psychics. People might scoff at, and I mean, those very organizations will put that out there like, oh, that's ridiculous. We would never use them. But they actually do. Okay? It's just kind of to like throw you off, I guess, or throw people off. At least it was in like the 50s and 60s. I think that's when they started these programs. At that time. Now it's like, it's well known. So many people have written books about it. But yeah, wow. So yeah, don't question whether or not it's real. It could be one of two things. It just hasn't happened yet because it's not the right time, or they spoke to you. They showed you something. It's just not exactly what you wanted. And so that's why you're thrown off by it. Okay? So really pay attention. Like I said, you might have asked for money and instead they showed you a job posting that, you know, you're well qualified for. And you can make that exact amount of money, kind of thing. Okay. Yeah. So do you want to, I feel, you know what, first I'm going to get the affirmations because I feel like you need something positive to focus on. Snap yourself out of that never going to get it thing. Okay. Because you will in some way, shape or form, they will answer you. Don't lose hope. All right. Okay. What do they need to hear? They're bringing my attention to my lavender and sage smudging spray. So you might want to cleanse your space. You might want to use a smudging spray like this, or even actually use sage. Keep a window open though, and make sure you go to all the corners of the room. And this cold, do you really want to use? Oh, how come we're having such a hard time? Are we looking for the exact one? Interesting. Usually they're really quick. I'll do one more and then I'll just pull from the top. All right, we're pulling from the top. Let's see. Read that. Okay? Just read it. Pause the video, read it. Good things to come. There's so many amazing gifts coming my way. I can't see them now because I respect the general convention of not peeking under wrapping paper, but they will show up when the time is just right, and that's when I'll remember how much fun it is to be surprised and a ding. Oh my God. Listen, I am telling you. Oh, look, on this wrapping paper, there's that evil eye. Okay, so maybe you want to, like I said, and they brought my attention to the smudging. You know, don't get psyched out. All right. Use, if you have that charm, keep it on you, a bracelet, a ring, earrings, whatever it is. Even I've seen like larger, kind of like paperweights, if you need to keep that around you. Keychain, okay? And it can be anything. It can be this. They're showing me the Hamsa hand, or I think it's also called the Hand of Fatima. You can use that. They're also showing me an Om, any kind of talisman that speaks to you. Oh, sigil too. Look into a sigil if that sparks something for you. Creating a sigil for you, okay? For yourself. And you can do that for your home. You can do it for basically anything. It's something that you create, and it you infuse it with the energy that you're trying to call in. You're trying to, what's that called? Like maintain. Okay, so if it's you're worried about evil eye, then it would be some. Ow! Ooh. Okay, it feels like something just pinched my toe. So I don't. That was weird. That was really weird. I do not like that. All right, whatever that is, clear that, please. Okay, so it might be someone that's just kind of messing with you, like someone, something. I don't want to scare you by saying something. Okay, it's just whatever, and it like a little prankster energy kind of thing. Okay, just clear your space and get rid of it, just like what I just said. You know, it's got to leave. But yeah, clear your space. Use the sigil or the evil eye, the smudging spray, something, because you have to. If that happened, then that's like a sign to cleanse, and that might actually be a sign for me too, to just do it one more time. Because I always cleanse before reading, but you know, you open yourself up and things start coming through. But I only connect with the light. Okay. I don't know what that was. That has never happened before. That was weird. All right, so I think this is going to be a really short reading. Oh, I just saw 12:12 on the clock. Look up that angel number, okay? And 2:02, the time. Yeah, you just saw a picture of my mom. Yeah, that's it, guys. Snap yourself out of it. You did see that card. It took forever, right? Oh my goodness, it was taking forever. But in the end, the right message came through, right? I just had to pick it up from the top. Listen, they're always going to answer you. We can't control how they answer and when they answer, okay? That's the unfortunate part. Oh, I see celebration. All right, this has been coming through a lot. And communication. Ooh, and key. All right, yeah, guys. And luck. This is another reason why I just kind of, they do, like I said, they communicate in different ways. So that's another way they send me messages. Like when I'm in the middle of channeling, this way I know how to interpret what I'm seeing. Okay, sometimes I need like a little extra guidance and they give it. So yeah. All right, guys, I think that is it. This was a brief message, but whoever needs it, I hope you hear this, as, you know, when you need to hear it. And I do manifest that this does reach whoever really needs the help, when they need the help, okay? So, yeah. Whenever you see this, I hope you have a wonderful day, wonderful night. I'll see you in the next video, okay? Bye. Just shut this off, and it is 2:04 on the clock, so you know I am not lying, okay? And I put the deck down, and it split on its own. Abundance is on the bottom, and peace. Well, peace. There are no reversals in this deck, okay? So that is what that's probably what you've been manifesting. That is what is coming in for you. Just believe it. Don't let yourself get thrown off track, okay? And patience. I was putting it back and I could see something peeking out again, so I picked it up. Patience. Oh, sorry, guys. I know it's hard to hear. All right, I'll see you in the next video, okay? Bye.